The James Webb Telescope just made a scary discovery that could change everything forever. By the end of this video, you're going to know what it discovered, how this could affect Earth, and if there's anything we could do to change the collision course that we're on. But first, I need you to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on the latest space and science discoveries. Hey there, space aficionados! Gather around because we're about to dive into the cosmic mystery of disappearing stars. Yep, you heard me. Some stars are doing the ultimate magic trick. 1 minute they're there, the next, poof, they're gone. And just when you think you've figured it out, they pull a Houdini and reappear. Let's unravel the celestial puzzle, shall we? So how do we know if a star has disappeared? It's not like a star is there and as we are watching it, the thing disappears, is it? No, it's not a new space-themed coffee shop. It stands for Vanishing and Appearing Sources During a Century of Observations. This project digs into old astronomical data to find stars that have seemingly vanished. It's like a cosmic detective agency, scouring through decades of observations to spot stars that were once there but are now MIA. VASCO does this by comparing historical data with recent telescope observations. If a star shows up in the old data but isn't there in the new data, that's a clue that something weird is going on. It's like when you're cleaning out your attic and you find an old photo of a party, except there's one person who's not in any of your recent pics. Where did they go? VASCO aims to solve these stellar cold cases and figure out whether the stars are hiding, have transformed, or pulled off a cosmic vanishing act. So let's talk about telescopes like the Hubble Space Telescope and the James Webb Space Telescope. These cosmic peepers are incredibly powerful, giving us stunning images of deep space. But even they can get thrown for a loop when stars go AWOL. There are a few reasons why this might happen. One possibility could be variable stars, the celestial entertainers of the cosmos. These stars are like that friend who can never stick to one hairstyle. They love to switch things up, keeping everyone guessing. Variable stars change in brightness over time, and the reasons are as varied as a box of chocolates. Let's unpack a few types of variable stars and see what's got them flickering. These stars have their own cosmic rhythm. They literally pulse, expanding and contracting in a regular cycle. It's like they're breathing, but on a galactic scale. As they expand, they get brighter, and as they contract, they dim down. It's like they're waving at us in slow motion. A classic example is the Cepheid variable star, which pulsates with such precision that astronomers use them to measure distances in space. It's like the cosmic version of a Swiss watch, super reliable. Now this one's a fun twist. Eclipsing binaries are pairs of stars that orbit each other. Every so often, one star will pass in front of the other, causing an eclipse that makes the combined brightness drop. It's like when you're at a concert and a really tall person stands right in front of you. Suddenly, the spotlight disappears. As the stars keep orbiting, the brightness comes back, creating a repeating pattern of lights out, lights on. This type of a variable star is a goldmine for astronomers because it helps them understand the size and orbit of the stars in the system. It's like cosmic geometry in action. Now we're getting into the dramatic stuff. Cataclysmic variables are usually binary stars where one is a white dwarf, a super dense star that's basically a stellar compact car, siphoning material from its companion. As this material gets sucked in, it can trigger an explosion that makes the system suddenly much brighter. It's like a cosmic fireworks show. 1 minute it's dark and then boom, everything lights up. Sometimes these outbursts are so intense that they cause a full-blown nova, which is like a supernova's smaller cousin. It's as if the universe decided it was time for some pyrotechnics. So whether they're pulsating like they're listening to their own cosmic beat, playing hide and seek with a stellar partner, or blowing up for the sheer drama of it, variable stars are the unpredictable rock stars of the universe. They keep astronomers guessing, and they make for a great show when you're peering through a telescope. Keep your eyes peeled because you never know when the next cosmic performance is about to start. Okay, let's dig into dust and gas, the unsung heroes, or villains depending on your perspective, of the cosmic drama. These particles are like the backstage crew of the universe, quietly working behind the scenes, sometimes helping to create stunning visuals, and other times obscuring the stars from view. Let's get into the nitty-gritty, literally, of how dust and gas can make stars disappear and reappear. What's the deal with dust and gas? Space might seem like a big empty void, but it's actually packed with dust and gas clouds floating around like cosmic tumbleweeds. These clouds are made up of tiny particles of rock, ice, and other materials, along with a mix of various gases. It's like the universe's version of a cluttered attic. You never know what you're going to find, and sometimes it's hard to see through all the junk. Imagine you're peering through a telescope at a starry sky, and suddenly, the stars just disappear. What's going on? Well, if there's a big dust or gas cloud between you and the stars, it's like someone drew a blackout curtain across your view. These clouds can be massive, stretching across vast regions of space, and they can be pretty dense. It's like trying to see through a foggy windshield. You might be able to make out a few shapes, but the details are fuzzy, and some things just disappear altogether. So how do dust and gas clouds make stars disappear? They do it in a few ways. First, they can absorb light. Dust particles are really good at soaking up light, especially shorter wavelengths like ultraviolet. So when a star's light hits a dust cloud, it can get absorbed, leaving you with a dark patch where a star used to be. It's like when you walk into a dark room and the only thing you see is nothing. Second, these clouds can also scatter light, redirecting it in all sorts of directions. This scattering can make stars look dimmer or even shift their apparent position. It's like a cosmic light show with photons bouncing all over the place. If you've ever seen sunlight streaming through a dusty room, creating rays of light, you get the idea. The light's there, but it's not going in a straight line anymore. But there is a silver lining. Don't get too down on dust and gas clouds. While they can hide stars, they also play a crucial role in the life cycle of the universe. These clouds are the birthplaces of new stars. Inside them, gravity pulls the gas and dust together until it forms new stars and even entire star systems. It's like a cosmic maternity ward where new stars are born and set off on their own stellar journeys. But we're going to go into this in more detail a little bit later on, so stick around. So, while dust and gas can make stars disappear and reappear, they're also essential for keeping the universe vibrant and full of life. Next time you're stargazing and you notice a dark patch, just remember, it might be hiding something incredible, or it could be a sign that a new star is on the way. Either way, it's worth keeping an eye on. So here's the one that you're all probably waiting for, catastrophic events. They're the real drama queens of the cosmos. If you think stars are all about twinkling serenely in the night sky, you haven't seen what happens when they decide it's time for a dramatic exit. These events are the grand finales of the stellar world, where stars either go out with a bang or several bangs. Let's take a look at some of the most epic ways stars can disappear, leaving behind a trail of cosmic fireworks. First up, we've got supernovae, that's plural for supernova. These are the rock stars of catastrophic events. When a massive star reaches the end of its life, it doesn't just quietly fade away. Oh no, it explodes with enough energy to outshine entire galaxies for a brief, dazzling moment. A supernova is like the grand finale of a fireworks show, but on a scale that's hard to fathom. The star's core collapses in on itself, and the resulting explosion sends shockwaves through the cosmos. If you're lucky enough to catch a supernova, it's an awe-inspiring sight. And if you're not, well, at least you can read about it in the headlines. Next on our list of catastrophic events, black holes. These are the silent assassins of the universe that seem to be getting all of the headlines recently. When a massive star collapses entirely, it can form a black hole, a region of space where gravity is so strong that not even light can escape. It's like the ultimate disappearing act. One moment, there's a star. The next, there's a void where nothing can be seen. Black holes are notorious for gobbling up everything in their vicinity, kind of like a cosmic vacuum cleaner on overdrive. If a star gets too close, game over. It gets sucked in, never to be seen again. And then there are gamma ray bursts. These are like the cosmic equivalent of a death ray from a sci-fi movie, except they're very real and very powerful. A gamma ray burst can occur when two neutron stars collide or when a massive star goes supernova. The burst releases an intense beam of gamma radiation that can travel across vast distances. If Earth happened to be in the path of one, well, we'd have a very bad day. Fortunately, these bursts are usually pointed in some other direction, allowing us to watch from a very safe distance. It's like a cosmic warning shot. Don't mess with us. We mean business. After a star goes supernova or gets sucked into a black hole, there's usually something left behind. Supernovae can create beautiful nebulae, swirling clouds of gas and dust that look like cosmic works of art. It's like the star's way of saying, I may be gone, but there's a little something to remember me by. I'm going to take a bit of a detour here because there is some truly interesting things to know about a supernova explosion. As we touched on a little bit earlier, supernova explosions are one of the most intense and dramatic events in the universe, but they can actually lead to something beautiful, the birth of new stars. It's like the cosmic version of out with the old and in with the new. You know how a forest fire can clear out the old growth, making way for new life? Well, a supernova does something similar, but on a galactic scale. So let's dive into that a little bit deeper. As we know, when a massive star reaches the end of its life, it doesn't go quietly into the night. When a star goes supernova, it explodes with so much energy that it can outshine entire galaxies for a brief moment. It's like a cosmic firework, except this one sends shockwaves ripping through space. But here's where it gets interesting. Those shockwaves aren't just for show. They have a job to do. The shockwaves from a supernova explosion blast through the surrounding space, pushing out gas and dust at incredible speeds. It's like a cosmic leaf blower on turbo mode. As these shockwaves expand, they sweep up all the loose gas and dust in their path, compressing it into dense regions. And here's the magic part. When gas and dust get compressed enough, gravity takes over and boom! You've got the perfect conditions for star formation. It's like someone hit the reset button on a whole region of space, and now it's ready for new stars to take the stage. These dense regions, sometimes called stellar nurseries, are where the new stars are born. It's like a cosmic maternity ward, with stars forming, growing, and eventually bursting into the universes as fully fledged stars. Inside these nurseries, gravity pulls the gas and dust together into clumps. As the clumps get bigger, they heat up, eventually becoming so hot and dense that nuclear fusion kicks in. And just like that, a star is born. I'm sure Barbara would be proud. It's like a cosmic baby shower with stars popping out all over the place. After a supernova, these stellar nurseries can lead to entire star clusters or even new solar systems. The material from the supernova also provides the building blocks for planets, moons, and everything else in a solar system. It's like the ultimate recycling program, turning the remnants of an old star into new celestial life. If you've ever wondered where all the elements on Earth came from, like gold, platinum, etc., you can thank supernova for that too. They create the heavy elements like gold and platinum that make our world so interesting. It's like the universe is saying, "Don't worry, I've got more where that came from." So, the next time you hear about a supernova explosion, remember, there's not just an epic finale, it's the start of something new. These cosmic fireworks might be loud and messy, but they set the stage for the next generation of stars to take their place in the universe. It's like one big cosmic cycle, where every ending is just the beginning of something new. Black holes, on the other hand, are a bit less sentimental. They just leave a black void. But they can be surrounded by accretion disks, spiraling rings of gas and dust that glow brightly as they get sucked in. It's kind of like watching a cosmic whirlpool in slow motion. Well, that's the end of our little detour. I hope you enjoyed it. So let's get back to our regularly scheduled program. In summary, catastrophic events are the universe's way of making sure we never get bored. Whether it's the explosive spectacle of a supernova, the silent menace of a black hole, or the high-energy drama of a gamma-ray burst, these events are a reminder that the cosmos is always full of surprises. Just make sure to bring your cosmic safety goggles. You never know when the next big event is going to light up the sky. So after all of this information, you may be wondering, what effect do these events have on Earth? At least I was thinking that. So let's dig in. Alright crew, let's talk about what happens when the cosmic drama from all these events decides to pay us a visit. We know stars can go out with a bang or disappear into a black hole, but what impact can these events have on our little blue planet? Get ready, because some of these might keep you up at night. Just kidding, we'll keep it light. Supernovae are the fireworks of the universe, but what happens if one goes off near Earth? Well, near is kind of a relative term in space. If a supernova happens in our galaxy, say within a few hundred light years, it could light up our night sky for weeks. Talk about a cosmic light show. But unless it's super close, and I mean really close, we're not likely to suffer any ill effects. It's more like nature's own New Year's Eve party, and you're invited to watch from the comfort of your backyard. So if you're into stargazing, a nearby supernova could be the best thing that happens in a while. Black holes sound like they could ruin your whole day, but they're not as menacing as they may seem. Unless Earth is on a collision course with one, we're pretty safe. Black holes are like those reclusive neighbors who keep to themselves. Just don't get too close. The real trouble is if our solar system somehow ended up within a black hole's gravitational pull. But don't lose any sleep over it. The nearest black hole is over 1,000 light years away. It's like that grumpy guy who lives on the other side of town. You know he exists, but he's not bothering anyone from way over there. Gamma ray bursts, also known as GRBs, are really the heavy hitters. These bursts are like cosmic death rays, and if Earth were in the line of one, we'd be in a world of trouble, no pun intended. The good news though, the universe is big, and these bursts are usually pointed some other direction. It's like getting caught in the crossfire of a laser tag game. Just keep your head down and you'll be fine. However, if a GRB were aimed directly at us, it could strip away Earth's atmosphere, which would be, well, less than ideal. But remember, this is like winning the cosmic lottery in reverse. The odds are astronomically low, so relax and enjoy the safety of our cozy corner of the Milky Way. There's really nothing we could do about it anyway. Now, what about all that cosmic dust and gas? If you've ever seen a beautiful sunset, you can thank atmospheric particles for scattering the sunlight in gorgeous ways. When large clouds of cosmic dust and gas come into our solar system, they can add a little extra color to our sunsets. It's like Mother Nature decided to break out the good paint set. So, while stars might disappear behind these clouds, we get a pretty view from Earth. And hey, if a little cosmic dust can make our skies look prettier, who are we to complain? So, there you have it. While the universe is full of dramatic events, Earth is mostly out of harm's way. Supernovae, black holes, gamma ray bursts, and cosmic dust might sound scary, but they're more like background noise from a cosmic rock concert. As long as we keep our distance, we can sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So, whether it's variable stars playing peekaboo, dust and gas clouds obscuring the view, or stars going out with a bang, there's always something intriguing happening in the cosmos. Here at Bob's Intriguing Facts, we like to dig into those events and learn more about them. Have you ever wondered about the fastest winds in the solar system, or been curious about the rings of Saturn? Check these videos out to learn more.